All right, let's just talk about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards card. How do you get a large EIN only business credit card from Navy Fed with bad or fair credit? Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards card. And I want to speak to you about how to get a large EIN only business credit card from Navy Fed with bad or fair credit. And I want you to, the first step you need to do is to get to know the Go Biz reward card. Look at that baby on the screen right now, folks. Isn't she beautiful? That's a beautiful card. And that's a beautiful card to have because the perks are really fantastic. Okay, this is a card that allows you to elevate your business's purchasing power. Okay, and we love the fact that the Go Biz Rewards credit card has APR as low as Prime plus 5.90%. This is really cool. No annual fee. And in terms of rewards, you have 1x points per dollar spent. And the cool thing about this card is that it's EIN only, and the card welcomes applicants with bad, fair, or good credit, or even excellent credit. So all kinds of credit profiles are welcome. And this is a card that you really want to have if you are a member of the Navy Fed Credit Union. You want to earn rewards points for the purchases your company makes. You don't want to pay an annual fee, and you want to provide multiple employees with access to the card. But most importantly, if you have less than stellar card, okay, the card actually, the recommended credit band is from 685 to 850, but in reality, Navy Fed can go as low as 545 when it comes to approving people with the low FICO score. But of course, you need to beef up the whole application for them to look at the entirety of your application and approve you, even if you have bad credit score. And when we talk about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards credit card, the card has actually two types. So we have the Visa and the MasterCard type. Okay, so one thing I want to see here is you can see here on the screen we have the Go Biz Rewards card program description. If you want to read more, if you have nothing to do on a Saturday afternoon, here is a link to the card, to the program description itself. You can read it. And so you have the Visa card, and then you have the MasterCard card. For the Visa card, you have many benefits in addition to travel services, information technology solutions, IT solutions, shipping services, and restaurants. The MasterCard has also additional services. You mean, for example, exclusive business advantages, cellular wireless telephone protection, MasterCard ID theft protection, and master rental collision damage waiver. The second quintessential thing you need to do when we talk about getting a high limit Navy Fed EIN only business credit card with fair or bad credit is to check your credit score. This is very important because the Navy Fed, here is a snapshot of what you need to think about when you think about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards card. Credit limits up to $500,000. APR as low as 7.90, okay, Prime plus 5.90. FICO can be as low as a 525, 530 with a strong application. And your paydex, business credit score should be as low as 50, with strong business financials. So here is the decision time for you here. Let me ask you a question. Do you know your credit score right now? I'm not even asking about your business credit score because that will be even more complicated. Do you know your personal credit score? Do you have an idea? You probably have a range in your head right now. You're thinking, oh, I'm probably in the 600s, whatever, but you gotta have a definite number, okay? And the cool thing here is that you can actually go on the website right now. You can go on the internet right now, and you can download a free copy of your credit report from each of the three major credit reporting agencies. I mean, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you can do this once each year at a website called annualcreditreport.com. annualcreditreport.com, and you get it for free. This is what Congress has mandated, and they have to give it to you for free. Or if you don't want to go to the internet, you can just call the 187. There's the toll free number 1-877-322-8228. Again, the number is 1-877-322-8228. Okay, and the cool thing here is that you are also entitled to see your credit report within 60 days of being denied credit, or if you are on welfare, unemployed, or your report is inaccurate, you can still get your a free copy of your credit report. So it's important to have an idea. So that way, before you even apply to the Gold, you apply for the Navy Gold Biz Rewards credit card, you have an idea, okay? And remember that a credit score, a FICO score, is comprised of 5 elements. You have payment history, which accounts for 35%, amount owed, 30%, length of credit history, 15%, how many types of credit you have, 10%, and the account inquiries, 10%. Step number 3, folks. Again, we are speaking about how to get approved for a high limit EIN only Navy Fed business credit card with bad or fair credit. Specifically, we are talking about the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards business credit card. It could be Visa or it could be MasterCard, doesn't matter. Now let's talk about step number 3. You want to get your act together. You want to actually organize everything. You want to organize everything not only operationally, legally, financially. You want to take care of things that relate to your regulatory status. In other words, what kind of business are you in terms of the legal setup? Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you an LLC? Are you an LLP? Are you an S corp, a C corp? The bottom line here is I really don't care about what corporation, what kind of corporation you have, except I don't want you to have a sole proprietorship. You got to get out of that. Okay, because you will never get the half a million credit limits from the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards credit card if you remain a sole proprietorship. You need to organize, and don't worry about, oh, I'm alone, it's only me, this is a one-person business, how am I going to incorporate? Well, you're getting it wrong, because having a corporation doesn't mean that you have to have 1 billion people working for you or working with 1 billion people. You can have something called a single member LLC. You can file it in your state with the Secretary of State of the state where you live, and you become a single member LLC. That way, you are actually protecting your assets too. You are segregating your personal affairs from your business affairs. And in the whole spirit of getting your act together, you need to have also your EIN, of course, your employer identification number. You need to have a compelling business plan. You need to set up your accounting. You need to have financial statements. You need to actually make sure you have your licenses and permits in the industry where you're operating. Very important. In some cases, Navy Fed wants to have a certification of beneficial owners from you. So this is something you need to go on the website on Navy Fed's website, and you can download it. It's very easy. You just have to fill it out rather, and you should be fine. Okay, so all of those things are important when it comes to getting your act together. Step number 4, folks. You want to bank with Navy. Let's get down to business, folks. Let me ask you a big question. Decision time. Very important decision time here. Right now, who do you bank with? Whom do you bank with? Which institution do you bank with? Have you consolidated all your banking needs with one institution, or have you scattered things around? Are you banking with Navy Fed right now, or a credit union for that matter? This is important. I want you to think, because maybe it's time to consolidate your banking needs. Maybe it's time to only have 1 or 2 institutions as opposed to having 4 or 5 institutions, especially if your goal is to get approved for the EIN only high limit Navy Fed business credit card with a fair or poor credit. Okay, you need to consolidate, and the first thing you need to do is to start banking with Navy Fed. So when it comes to banking with Navy Fed, you have a constellation of things you can do. A constellation of things. Number 1, you have to check out business checkings and savings account in Navy Fed. So here are the business checking accounts. Just pick one that works for you. You have business checking. You have business plus checking. So the business checking is great for a new business and folks who have limited cash flow activity. The Business Plus checking is great for growing businesses, multiple owners, and steady banking activity. And then you have the Business Premium checking, and this is great for mature businesses, large transaction volumes, higher deposit balances, and multiple owners. Okay, pretty important. And you also have to think about the GoBiz debit card, and this is a card that is designed to help keep your business moving forward. It is a contactless tap to pay technology, and you have a zero liability policy for unauthorized transactions, and you have Visa travel accident insurance. You also have to think about business savings account. Okay, this is kind of cool also. So you have the money market savings account, you have the jumbo money market savings account, and you also have certificates. Certificates are kind of cool because the CDs, right? And certificates are great for businesses prioritizing earning the highest dividend rate without needing flexible access to savings. You need to have that, folks, if you want to increase your odds of being approved for this credit card from a Navy Fed, especially if you have a bad or fair credit. You want to transfer a lot of your banking to them. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sturdy Kiwi Show. We are actually having a conversation today about how to get approved for a high limit EIN only business credit card from Navy Fed, even if you have bad or fair credit. And step number 5, I want you to check out Navy Fed's business loans. Why do you need to do that? Well, this is very simple. Imagine for a second that your credit card application is denied, or they're asking you, or they probably gave you a lower amount that you originally anticipated, and you still need money. You still need to fill up this liquidity gap that's going on in your company. Well, guess what? You might qualify for a loan. If you don't get qualified for a credit card, you might qualify for the loan. Why? Because the requirements are different. So let's explore Navy Fed's business loans. Okay, so they have real estate loans, they have business lines of credit, they have vehicle and term loans. And so for the real estate loans, you have commercial real estate, residential rental properties, multifamily dwellings, and property renovation. So this is the kind of stuff that could really help you if you are in that industry or you're working around that industry. What about the business lines of credit? So you have with credit with Navy Fed, you can actually have temporary working capital, cash flow management. You can take care of payroll. You can actually try to plug the gaps between accounts receivables and accounts payables, right? The timing mismatch. You can have you can take care of unexpected expenses, and you can actually avoid overdraft. So you have overdraft protection. You also have vehicle and term loans. So let's say whether your car is traveling, or you need a truck for hauling, or a commercial oven for cooking, you can get the Navy Fed's term loans to grow your business with the tools and materials you need. So they cover everything from equipment to company car to heavy duty trucks. So based on our analysis, we think for most small business owners, what you want to hear, you want to focus on the business line of credit from Navy Fed. So in case you don't get the credit card, you might want to apply for the business line of credit. In this, you probably have you stand a higher chance of being approved, especially if you fix whatever was the cause of your denial when it came to the Navy Fed Go Business Rewards business credit card. Step number 6, folks. One thing that's very important that you need to do here is to meet with the Navy Fed rep. You need to meet with the representative of the credit union. And you also need to join first of all, you need to join first before you can meet with someone. Okay, so if you're already a Navy Fed member, it's cool, but you also have to become a business member. Okay, membership in Navy Fed is very easy, even if you're not affiliated with the military. So to join Navy Fed Credit Union, you'll need to be a current or retired member of the Armed Forces, a Department of Defense civilian employee, contractor, or retiree. Family of current members, including parents, grandparents, siblings, grandchildren, and household members, are also eligible. If you don't have the military affiliation, you just need to contact Navy Fed, and they'll take care of you. Okay, the number is 1-877-418-1462. So when you talk to the Navy Fed rep about your business situation, please be very clear about what your business needs. You want to talk about your liquidity situation. You want to show the Navy Fed representative, you want to show a copy of your financial statements. And most important thing is the balance sheet and the cash flow statements. For example, the cash flow statements has a section called cash flows from operating activities. This is the cash that is tied to your working capital. Okay, and you can see the working capital on your balance sheet when you analyze your short-term assets and your short-term liabilities. Okay, I'm not going to bore you too much with the advanced accounting, but my point here is that you want to have a conversation with the Navy Fed rep about the money you need, why you need it, and how quickly you need it. This will help them actually gauge the risk that your business pose in terms of default risk, and assign to you a reasonable limit, a limit that you actually will be comfortable working with. And the Navy Fed rep might ask you questions about cyclicality, about seasonality. Is your business seasonal? Is your business cyclical? Are some seasons more profitable than others? Okay, and are you ready to expand? Can you afford to buy all the equipment that you need to run your business? Can you afford to buy the inventory? Can you or other stuff that in other words, do you have everything else in your company that will help you succeed in the future? All that kind of questions, all that kind of all this kind of I would say analysis will be very important when you speak to the Navy Fed rep. And he or she will be able to tell you, based on your answers, what kind of credit limits you can qualify for, if at all. Step number 7, folks, you need to apply. So now I'm showing you on the screen the application snapshot. And so it's very important to apply. You have to complete the application form and the beneficial owner form if required. But before we do this, let's have a big decision time here. Big decision time. Folks, are you ready to apply? Do you believe that right now, based on the conversation we've had so far, based on what you've heard so far, are you ready to apply? Do you have the requirements? Do you meet the requirement? Do you meet the financial requirements, the operational requirements, the eligibility criteria? Do you think you can do that? I think you can, but it's all about what you want. So one thing you need to understand that for the Navy Fed Go Biz Rewards Business Credit Card, you need to do everything online if you can, but our best suggestion is to go to a branch or call someone, okay? And the requirement is that for a request greater than $50,000, you want to call 1-877-418-1462, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and request to be connected with the business lending representative. Okay, and you can receive an update approximately 7 to 10 business days after you have submitted your request. So let's go through the application form step by step real quick here. You can see on the first screen here, first screenshot, this is the business loan application. This also applies to credit cards. Okay, so it's credit cards and loan application, EIN only if you structure things correctly. So they're asking you for your type of loan requested. You put the amounts, the purpose, the collateral. Then you put the business member, you put your name, address, access number, DBA, all that kind of stuff, the EIN, the type of business, the website, the date the business was established, the contact email address, and the business contact name. Next, you put if there are any outstanding business obligations, business loans, if any. And number E, in section E, they're asking you for other business information. If the answer is yes to any questions below, use the line to explain in further detail. So in our case, there's no yes, and then you have to put other business bank accounts, so Bank of America. Then you move on to F, business owner one information. You put the asset and the liability of the business owner one, as well as his or her social, date of birth, and all that kind of personal stuff. And you do the same thing for business owner 2, and you do the same thing for business owner 3. In this case, we have a 3 because I actually put 3 beneficial owners on the first page. But if you are a single owner, then the system will not generate 2 extra pages for you. And then you have section G, equal credit opportunity notice. Just you have to read that. And the next, H and I. Next, you have here, you have to just sign and date the documents, and then that's it. One thing you need to understand here is that You also complete the application form and beneficial owner form. You want to print them out and sign with a pen, then scan the signed documents and submit online. You can see on the screen right now how you submit everything online. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was actually talking to you about how to get approved for a high limit Navy Fed EIN only business credit cards with bad or fair credit. So I actually give you a few steps. Number one, you want to get to know the Go Business Rewards, the Go Biz Rewards credit card. Number two, you want to check your credit score. Number three, you want to get your act together. Number four, you want to bank with Navy. Navy Fed. Number five, you want to check out Navy Fed's business loans. Number six, you want to meet with the Navy Fed rep and join. And number seven, you want to apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.